So I want to talk about this vision I had during one of my prayer times. So during one of my prayer times, I had this vision where I had walked from the world and I'd left the world behind. And the world that left behind was this, everybody was living in mud. The whole world was covered in this dirty mud. The children, the mothers, the fathers, everybody was covered in the mud, and I didn't want to be in the mud anymore. And I knew of this celestial city that was like at the very edge of where I was living. And so I journeyed days to the celestial city. When I in the town, the world knew of the celestial city, but they didn't want to go there because they said those people are too righteous. They're overly righteous. We like the dirt. We want to stay in the dirt, so we don't want to go. So I was the last one I'd left. Before I had left, no one wanted to journey to the celestial city. So I journeyed on this road on my own because I wanted a better life, and I went to the celestial city. Now the celestial city is at the very end of a cliff. So the only way to cross to the other side is through this bridge, and this bridge, there was a gate. The gate of this area, when you walk in, was made of stone. So the front part of it was of stone, and attached to it was also a white building. And then there was the bridge. And once you crossed the bridge, then you went over into the celestial city. But you first have to go to the gate. So when I got to the gate, there was this man there, and I knew that he was Jesus. He represented Jesus in my vision. And so when I came, I was so dirty and I was so filthy. And I said, I want to come in. I want to stay here. And then he was like, are you sure? And I said, yes, I am sure. I don't want to go back out there in the mud and in the dirt. I want to be clean. And then he says, well, once you have, it was like, you have to be sure, because what's the point if I put you in this garment, I give it to you, and then you change your mind and you go back out and you get it dirty again. And I said, no, I will not change my mind. I will not go back out. I want to stay here. I know that for sure, that I have examined where I'm coming from, and there's nothing that in me that wants any part of that world. I said zero. And so he had the garment folded up that he was going to give it to me. And the garment was like the purest garment I could ever think of. It had power in it. But the power of the garment would not let you come close to it unless it knew that you were going to be changed forever. Like you were not, like, it had power, and it was